Friday night in college football, 8 o'clock kickoff on ESPN2. East Carolina at Cincinnati. The Bearcats are a 5-point favorite in this AAC showdown. Total of 52.5. Forget about the high school football. We got some college football action under the Friday night lights. Brett, what do you like about this one?
This is a big game. And I wouldn't have thought about that being such a huge game earlier in the year, but really these two teams are still in the hunt for the conference title. And so this is kind of a loser leaves town game, not quite to the same extent, but the loser of this game is probably out of the AAC race. So the number is also all over the place. As of Wednesday morning, it was 5.5 at DraftKings, 4.5 at BetMGM, -5, but even money at Caesars. It's just kind of all over the place. At DraftKings, it did hit 6.5 earlier this week, but then East Carolina had some buyback. Cincinnati, they're not as good as last year. We know that. That's obvious. But they're still a very good team. They lost to Arkansas in week 1, and then they lost to UCF 2 weeks later. End of list. Two very good teams that they lost to. And again, Arkansas was playing a lot better football in week 1 than they are now. They do also have probably my favorite defensive player in the country, Ivan Pace Jr. He should be an All-American. If he's not, it's a total snub. Just a complete beast through. He's athletic. He hits hard. A sure tackler. He's good in the passing game. And I think he's probably the best player on Cincinnati's entire roster. But the biggest issue with Cincinnati is on offense that they can't run the football. They haven't been able to. They can't run against anybody. They're like 120th in rushing success rate, rushing efficiency. It's kind of a tough watch. But they do have a very good passing game, and that's with quarterback Ben Bryant, who transferred in, and then Tyler Scott, who we've talked about him on the show before, electric receiver, takes the top off of defenses. East Carolina stacks up pretty well against the run, but they're really bad against the pass. They're 117th in passer rating allowed, and I think that's why you see Cincinnati favored in this one by as much as they are. So I think Cincinnati's going to be able to move the ball through the air. They just abandon the run. Just don't even try. I don't want to have to deal with that watching that. And with East Carolina, all the talk is around their quarterback Holden Ahlers, but the talk should be around running back Keaton Mitchell. He was a 1,000-yard rusher last year. He's electric. He is the best player, I think, on this field on offense. And East Carolina is coming off a bye. Now, all that said, you're playing in Nippert Stadium at night. It's on primetime. It's on national TV. Cincinnati is ready to play. So as long as Cincinnati stays under a touchdown, I don't love these kind of dead zone spreads. I don't like when it's -4.5, -5, -5.5. It's more exciting to me when they're pushed up against those key figures of 3, 7, even 6 to a degree. But as long as it stays under a touchdown, I think I lean Cincinnati in this game.